to understand this. So we were using this jobs to be done framework for 10 years. And then I realized why card brands like Apple, Starbucks, or Tesla are card brands, and what is the triune brain theory behind that. And I want to give you the 2-minute gist of it, so extremely quickly, and also want to explain that why these brands or these card brands never make sense from the outside. Their fans are always labeled as irrational, so they never make sense. Let's look at Apple, for example. If you look at Apple devices and computers and smartphones, if you look at memory and processor, you can find better Android phones. You can find better laptops with bigger capacity hard drive, with stronger memories or stronger CPUs, right? But still, people are choosing Apple, right? And I know because when I was young at the university, I had a Windows laptop. I was always tweaking. I was always trying to make it better, right? So that was my goal. And the functional job is just computing, writing text, using it for work and those kind of things. So that's the high level functional job. And the social job is all about signaling. So all about how you look in the hierarchy in society, right? So I can display my wealth with Apple, right? So I'm wealthy because I have Apple computers. And also Apple tries to position itself as a privacy provider. So it's kind of like they don't sell ads. They didn't sell it, now they sell it, but that's kind of like they don't sell it. So their privacy, it doesn't really work that well, that positioning. So that's kind of like the social level. And the emotional job is, how do I feel myself if no one is seeing me? And that's kind of like, it just works. So if I just open my Apple laptop, I can work. I don't have to optimize my Apple phone, my iPhone, right? Because it just works. And that's why from the outside, it doesn't make sense, because it's not competing on a functional level of whether how hard it is, how strong the computing power is. It's competing on a social and emotional level. So how I feel and how I look like. And that's the same for Starbucks. So Starbucks coffees are basically just like a big bunch of milk, hot milk with lots of sugar and a tiny amount of coffee. So from the outside, the functional side, it just like to wake up and drink coffee in the morning, you can find better, even artisan roasted coffee beans, right? And you can do it yourself. And you can buy an AeroPress or and so on and so on. So from the outside, it never makes sense to buy Starbucks. But a social job, it's very distinctive, the cup, right? So everyone can see that you are rich because you are buying an overpriced sugary milk.